Hi everyone, for today's video we will be having a lecture about intellectual revolution that define a society. But before we proceed, I just want to introduce myself. I am Sherwin Rosas Nopal under the Cebu Technological University, the Bantayan campus, taking the course of Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, major in Home Economics, second year. Okay, are you feeling good? Just sit back and relax. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's good. Okay, are you ready? You should always be ready at all times because we don't know what happens when times goes by. So, now, there are set variables that influence the science and technology. Following are the creativity, curiosity, critical thinking, passion to know, and of course, passion to discover. There are three revolutions that define society. These are ideas of known intellectuals, riddles of early science, and of course, information revolution. There are three ideas of known intellectuals. These are Copernican, Darwinian, and Freudian. But also, there are four categories of early science. These are Mesoamerica, Asian, Middle East, and African. So, there it is, intellectual revolution. It is the time period when advancement of science and technology changed people's perceptions and beliefs. The development during the intellectual revolution showed how society was transformed by science and technology. It is where the scientific beliefs that have been widely embraced and accepted by the people were challenged and opposed. Copernican revolution. The invention of the telescope allowed people to take a peek at the outer space. Claudius Ptolemy was at the center of geocentrism. He believed that the Earth, a concept known as Nicolaus Copernicus, challenged the Ptolemaic model and introduced the concept known as heliocentrism. Astronomers realized that the Copernican model simplified the orbits for planets and was eventually accepted by the people, which was called the birth of modern astronomy. Darwinian revolution, considered to be one of the most controversial intellectual revolutions of its time. Charles Darwin introduced the theory of evolution. This theory became very controversial as it contradicted the church teachings that the source of life is a powerful creator. Next to this, we have the Freudian revolution. In the past, psychology was always classified under philosophy. It was considered more of an art rather than science. In the 19th century, Sigmund Freud was able to change people's perception of psychology with his revolutionary theory of psychoanalysis, where psychoanalysis is the study that explains human behavior. In this theory, Freud explained that there are many conscious and unconscious factors that can influence behavior and emotion. Information. This has been the era in which technology has been prevalent. It is also known as the computer age that has brought so much change on how are we living today. Computer technology is at the root of this change, and continuing advancement in that technology seemed to ensure that this revolution would touch the lives of people. Mesoamerican revolution. The land joining the two continents, called the Isthmus of Panama, is only 40 miles wide and 400 miles long. The areas in which civilization developed in Mesoamerica, including Mexico and neighboring parts of Central America. people in the Americas developed an entirely different menu of foods for the simple reason that the indigenous plants and animals were different than those in the Fertile Crescent. The highlands of Mexico had corn, sometimes called maize, beans, peppers, tomatoes, and squash as their staple foods. We can also say that Mesoamerica derived from the diverse civilizations that shared similar cultural characteristics in the geographic areas comprising the modern-day countries. Next to this is Asian Revolution. Science and technology in Asia is varied depending on the country and time. In the past, the Asian civilizations most notable for their contributions to science and technology were India, China, and the West Asian civilizations. At present, probably the most notable country in Asia in terms of its technological and scientific achievement is Japan, which is particularly known for its electronics and automobile products. Other countries are also notable in other scientific fields such as chemical and physics achievements. Middle East. It is an area of the world that includes many countries such as Turkey, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq. Throughout its history, these people have either invented or contributed to the development of important technologies that have impacted the fields of astronomy, medicine, and much more. African Intellectual Revolution. The first mental hospital was built in Cairo, Egypt in 800 Anno Domini. Honey and brain to cure eye infections. Many medicines incorporated spells to ward off evil spirits. On astronomy, there was the discovery of equinox and solstice. The history of the science in Africa is rich and diverse. As to conclude, history defines the evolution of technology and of course to the development of the society. These emerging technologies change the life of every living, nor the people of the society. Okay, that was our lecture for today. Thank you for listening and hope you learned something with my discussion. Again, thank you and God bless.